What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? We're hopping right into it, guys. Smogon tournament, the last game of round one playoffs. Solwyn versus McMegan. I could not miss this. Two of my best buddies, two of the best battlers I know, and they were playing. I was like, you know what? This is something I cannot skip. You might hear me. I'm out of breath. I was like, oh shit, this match happened. This is like one of the few ones I wanted to catch live. But yes, Solwyn versus McMegan, Smogon Tour playoffs. So if you guys remember, Smogon Tour is the three most recent generations OU. So it's a best of three, Gen 6, Gen 7, and Gen 8 OU. I haven't really followed playoffs too much, so I don't know which one of these guys was higher seed. But regardless, it looks like they decided to start off with Generation 8 OU. So who do I think is favored here? I don't know. I think both these guys are pretty even. They play each other a lot too, and they're both very, very good. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun to watch. We'll see. Solwyn uses pretty standard stuff. McMegan is more likely to use an out-of-the-box team. This time they both have pretty standard stuff, except that Rhyperior is on Solwyn's. But Rhyperior has its usages too. It's not like it's a bad mod. Something I do want to say though before I get into the battle. Guys, my man Joey taught me this tech. If you're watching and you're not subbed, what are you doing? Hit the sub. Hashtag get Blender to 75K. It's been a successful campaign, all this stuff. Now we got to conquer 75K. So if you're watching, you're not subbed, go ahead and sub. Tell your friends to sub, leave a like, and let's get back into this. But I know they're going to be like, Blunder, what about the merch? And guys, all I can say is thank you so much for such a successful, wonderful campaign. The all-agency first team champion drop was amazing. We sold a little over 1,300 as you can see, and I decided to donate 1,500 and just round up because of all the love you guys showed with this drop. We sent it to John Hopkins Medicine for COVID-19 response where it was needed most, so I'm very happy we were able to do this. This is not on me. This is definitely a group agency effort. Shout outs to the agency. Like I said, if you ain't subbed and you watch it, what you doing? You got to join the agency family. So again, this is really me thanking you guys. This is not a donation from me. Like, this is like a whole group thing. So this is just like amazing. Shouts to y'all. Let's get into the video. It's just great that we were able to do this series. Wait, my friends are on watching this. I'm about to invite them to the video. Yo, I'm recording. You want to join?
Okay.
You're
Sure.
recording?
Yeah.
Like in here?
Yeah, like I'm live right now.
Okay.
What's
I mean,
up?
I'm on phone,
with
I
my
don't know if
friends
the quality is
Starman
okay.
Yeah, I'm on
and
phone too.
ABR.
We're both like outside.
Wait,
so-
what? Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wait, when are you gonna be on a computer?
Never.
All right, bye. Shout
Always
out
had to have
to
you.
my boys. I didn't want that bad quality. I didn't know those guys were outside. Shout out to my boys. I thought I'd record with them. Let's see. But looking at this matchup, I think that I think McMegan, if he's banded fish, let me put on the music by the way. McMegan, if he's banded fish, has a pretty good opportunity to win here. Yeah, McMegan has a pretty good opportunity to win with choice banded Dracovish. And that's what I think it is too. That's what it likely is in combination with Zero Aura, right? You always run that grass not banded fish combo. I don't think he's going to be running Scarf on that particular team. But let's see. Let me put on the battle remix. You know, that little Risey K the battle remix. You know, classic shit. Let me turn that down a little bit. Anyway, yeah, let's see. Let's see what we got here. So T-Spike goes up as a teleport comes out. Classic Gen 8. Classic Gen 8. This is pretty boring, I'm not gonna lie. And T-Spikes do not look that good versus Solwind in general. Like, they hit two mons, but between Defog and Toxapex of its own. So Pex comes in here to remove as the Zero Aura reveals to be leftovers, meaning it's Calm Mind or Bulk Up. If this is Calm Mind, it's a big threat. It's a big threat if it's Calm Mind Zero Aura. I don't know how Solwind even beats that. I guess Rotom walls it and Dragapult walls it, but after a certain amount of boosts, you're pretty good. So McMegan is likely just going to go... I mean, Solwind is likely just going to teleport again, right? There's nothing to be lost, you know? Pex is going to come back in and probably click the exact same play, and McMegan is still going to switch out because him letting his Zero Aura get burned is a game-losing play. T-Spike back into Zero Aura. Wow, this is awful, bro. This is what I left to record, right? Wow. Okay, so I probably will end this video if this persists for the next 10 turns and no one puts themselves in an advantageous position, because this is like pretty boring right now. But I mean, if we're going through win cons, Solwind has a good win con in terms of specs. Dragapult, this Zero Aura can win. That fish is good too. What is this terrible 0 or I mean it's not terrible. I feel like it's Calm Mind. Anyway, the Pex is right back in. Can't believe both these guys have core of Clef Pex. Actually, I can since those mons have 50% usage. An amazing double switch into Dracovish here on the Clef. I like that, McMegan. Okay. My boy said, no, it's time for me to make a play. Good, you were taking too long. Protect comes out here as... Oh my god. This is fire, bruh. That's such an insane tech. Oh my god, this thing is protective pads, dude. This is like his set. So that's the thing that like you don't get hit by So that's what I told you, man. McMegan is the type to bring something you've never seen in your life. This man brought the whirlpool Dracovish to the playoffs. Bro, there are some players out there who just don't give up. My boy McMegan, he's won this tournament 2 times or some shit. He don't care. When you won 2 times, you start bringing whirlpool Dracovish. Oh no, he won this 1 time. He won some other tournament, Smogon Classic. Either way, my man is chilling. Whirlpool Dracovish is extremely cool, and it's called Hydreigon, but it's spelled wrong. That's a creative name. It's like Hydra, like Hydro Pump, but then it's Dragon instead of Hydra. So clever. Anyway, let me big up Solwind a little bit. Sounds like I'm biased right now. So big Solwind, you know my boy. Looking at his team. I mean, yeah, I think like I said, Dragapult's gonna be his way of breaking. McMegan has a little leeway with Fish and Zero Aura. I hope the Zero Aura's Calm Mind for his sake. But yeah, I think even the Rocker Komodo has a very easy time setting up Stealth Rock on this team. It gets up rocks on like Rotom, Corviknight, and Hippo. I mean not Hippo and Rhyperior. Plus Corviknight can't really defog on Komodo because they always run Taunt or Body Press, so you just can't make that play. Like there is no safety against Komodo's rocks here. Anyway, someone's taking absolutely forever. I guess he's trying to figure out who he wants to sack. Dude, if I'm McMegan, I go for Crunch. So, like, yeah. I don't know. I go for the move that hits the Dragapult. Just kidding, don't do it. Just go for Fishes. I don't know. This is whack. That Whirlpool was a crazy play. I knew he wouldn't be Scarf, though, yeah. That Whirlpool was so crazy, though. Whirlpool, non-choice. Dracovish. I gotta respect the innovation because that is so cool. It just sucks that it happened versus Protect Clef. He should have Fished the first time, I think. I mean, what is Clefable gonna pick against Dracovish? Only thing people know Dracovish for is clicking a choice move. So the fact that he Whirlpooled didn't really make sense to me, considering the Clef already revealed Teleport. So, I mean, it's obviously Protect, right? I don't know. Same preemptive. I understand why he made the play. There's no way like this guy was predicting Whirlpool. He just wanted to predict the he just wanted to predict the thing. Well, let's see here. So someone's been taking forever. I've been ad-libbing for 3 whole minutes now, which is very nice. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like #itblunder. 75k, bro. Come on. I cannot believe it. At least this man gave me my title for the video. This man brought Whirlpool Dracovish to a tournament playoffs. Goated. Goes into Pex on Fishes, does 35. Pretty mediocre chip. However, now, what? Is this going to sweep Pex? How does this work? Does this kill Pex? This is such an epic set. Usually, it's Zero Aura baiting for the Dracovish in terms of using Grass Knot stuff. Here we have Dracovish baiting and stuff like Pex for, I don't know, other stuff, I guess. So what? He just can't stay in? I don't get it. So what's his set supposed to beat? No. What's his set supposed to beat? So we're back to normal. Fortunately, my boy McMegan has the one Dracovish in the whole world, the whole planet, that is bad. That might be the only Dracovish ever that plays a team without a Seismitoad and is bad. Vamos. Alright, T-Spike back up into Teleport into... Dude, just... This is horrible. This is horrible. Gen 8 OU is so fried. Okay, so Sowen's throwing out teleports. McMegan wasting T-Spikes for no reason. Fish comes in here on the Corviknight. Okay, now we're back into a good position for McMegan, I guess, because he can whirlpool. There has to be a way for a mon like this to muscle through a mon like Toxapex, unless whirlpool is truly only for Ferrothorn, which doesn't even make sense. But I'm really interested now. I'm really interested to see where this goes. Solon does a really good matchup with his Rotom Heat because the fish is not Scarf. So he has a great matchup with his Rotom Heat, especially if it's Discharge. If it's Discharge, this will be a 6-0 because Komodo will get chipped and Wish Clef will always pass to Rotom because McMegan has literally one mon that can stop Clef from wishing and passing, and it's Fish, which is garbage here because it's Whirlpool. Let's see. If that Whirlpool Fish is able to trap and somehow get rid of Pex, that'd be good. He goes for Vicious Run and gets 92% on Corviknight. I feel like that was crazy. So Corviknight gets messed up there. Takes a really big hit. Jeez. Really massive hit. Let's see. You know, something I thought about with Dracovish being Whirlpool is who is it trapping for? Who is it trapping and for what? I stay in here. Oh, amazing play by Solon. He's just gonna go back though. He's really gonna go back to it. Yeah. Well, U-turns again. Okay. Those are nice plays. Putting this thing in earthquake range, putting this thing in +2 volt switch range. Those are some nice plays. And he's even in a position where he can. I think he's gonna make the same double switch. I think. Megan, go for the switch here. Or do you Vicious Brothers? I have no idea. But what I do know is that this Whirlpool Dracovish is looking kind of soft. I don't know. I don't know what Solon's set is, but the fact that he didn't U-turn is kind of interesting. Maybe he didn't want to reveal it though. I remember in a tournament recently, this guy was using Banded Dragapult, which was very cool. That was the Calm on Zero Aura finals I uploaded. Let's go, man. If I'm Solon, I think I'm just clicking like a U-turn here or whatever. I don't really see a loss with that. McMegan's going to Pex or Clef. He goes for Shadow Ball, reveals to be Specs. Okay, I really like Specs Dragapult. It's one of the best sets in the game. Heavily underrated. I think Solon is now going to go into Clefable to catch the Komodo. Right? Because the Komodo comes in here with its bulletproof. And then it's going to be able to get up those Stealth Rock. And that would really hurt Solon. Especially with such a low Corviknight incapable of removing those rocks. He might have fumbled in that sense. Because now what? Komodo does come in. Nothing can stop Komodo from switching in on turn 35. He can go to Clef to scare it out on turn 36, but fact of the matter is that McMegan should bring in Komodo here and rocks should go up. So, of course, we have to wait for these guys because, so Clef comes in to catch the Komodo, but he goes for T-Spike instead, which I don't really understand why he T-Spiked. The reason I'm saying I don't understand why T-Spiked is because, like, if he took another Shadow Ball, he would have been at 1%. Or 2%. I don't understand why he'd want to take such chip with his pecs. But nevertheless, it works out because this thing's back to 100. Someone throws out another teleport. There goes 10. Corviknight comes in here, which is a good play because he wants to get more leftovers recovery, get the free U-turn. See, the thing is, neither of these guys are really winning. But I feel like the progress that Solon's making is like better than the progress McMegan's making, if that makes sense. Cliff comes in here. Yep. So this is Gen 8 OU, ladies and gents. It makes me think why I decided to record this. I should have known both these lame dudes would bring this, but let's see. They'll bring more fun teams in Gen 7 and Gen 6. Well, McMegan might. Solon has never brought a fun team before. That's my boy, but in Black White he might. In Gen 6, ain't no chance. In Gen 5, he brings some weird shit. But in these two gens, oh, dirty dog. Not to say McMegan isn't a dirty dog. Both these guys in Gen 6, their favorite team was Altaria, Chansey, Skarmory, Magnezone. I'm serious. But that's why they both get wet up by me. Alright, let's see. So I U-turn out. Solon U-turns out, brings in Clef, Scald. Come on, man. Let's break the fucking trend. Is this game gonna actually last 30 minutes? Should I speed run this? Alright, I'm actually about to speed through this after a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. We'll go to like turn 50 and see. I think this is gonna be a draw type game. Yeah. People really watch this game and think, wow, Gen 8 isn't a completely fried game. No, brother. It is. It is. It is. But you know what? I have the sauce. I'm not leaving. I will continue this game. Knockoff, 8% to knock. So they trade their recovery items. I think that's good. I mean, Megan's clef never even came out this game. Reveals to be knockoff. See, I was under the impression this clef was Calm Mind, and that's what I was thinking the whirlpool fish was for. I thought it was Calm Mind, but it turns out to just be knockoff. It's not wish tech. Judging by knockoff, I think. Soft boil, so it's definitely not wish tech. So knockoff, soft boil, moonblast, T-wave. Yeah. Great. This is really epic. As I sit here and literally collect dust as an individual watching this. Wow. This is the worst shit ever, brother. And people are going to be like, oh, you're complaining about the beautiful Gen 8. Yo, look, not only am I better than you in Gen 8, but it's also a bad gen. Isn't that crazy? So, let's see. No offense, that was for the haters, you know, just a little something for the haters, because there will be the haters. Sax Pex is out, Pex comes back in. Switch out my Pex just to bring out my Pex. Very cool. I don't think teleport Chansey will be good. People keep talking about that, but I don't even understand where it's supposed to hold the teleport on its set. It's not Clef. It doesn't even have Magic Guard or leftovers either. So its only recovery comes from Wish. I feel like people don't understand that. Wish teleport with Chansey is going to be a lot more difficult to pull off than it is with Slowbro or Clef. Slowbro is good with teleport because it has Regenerator. Clef is good because it's so bulky, has Magic Guard, and it also, what's it called? Wish Protect is just a good way for it to recover on its own as well. It needs Protect a lot of the time to make moves 3 KOs. Chansey, on the other hand, I don't know. I just don't see the point of Wish Protect. It doesn't seem likely that you'd be able to click both, is what I'm trying to say. And Chansey gets way more annoyed by support Pokemon than Clef does. A Pex will hurt Chansey way more than it hurts what's it called? A Pex. I mean a Clef, because it can status Chansey, it can knock off Chansey's Eviolite, all that stuff long term sucks. Oh, let's go McMegan. Let's go, bro. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Metronome, please be sub Metronome. Yes, sir! So it is the Pex killer. Finally 50 turns in. My boy finally gets it going. Come on, Metronome. Oh, it is Metronome. Let's go, McMegan. Let's go. Finally, bro. Wait, it freed? It's fine, it's fine. It doesn't even matter that it was freed. McMegan just well, actually, Solwind came out of here alive because he gets to bring in his Hexer here. Pult, yup, on Fidget, yup. Good play by Solwind because he's able to scare this thing out with Shadow Ball. On me, there's one play here. There's one play here. On me, there's one play here. Do you want to know what it is? Alright, I'm going to tell y'all what it is. It's U-turn. It's U-turn to Corviknight. It's U-turn on the Corviknight. Oh, he went to Clef instead. Okay. I didn't think he'd go Clef. I thought he'd go Corv. Solwyn figured this catches both, which is true. It does catch both. Goes for Plot, as we'll see a knockoff here for sure on the boots. Yup, get rid of those. I'm not sure how valuable that is for McMegan. I don't know why he didn't just switch into his Komodo. Not that it really makes a difference. Komodo still sits on this very easily. Oh, and it is Discharge, which is awesome for Solwind. Knockoff Toxic. Wow. So there goes the Rotom Heath that I thought was going to be such a threat. Basically taken care of. But McMegan also loses his Clefable. Doesn't lose his Clefable, but his Clefable's in a pretty bad spot. Another thing we can look at is if Fish dies, Rhyperior's going crazy. Rhyperior's going crazy. Assuming Zero Aura is not Grass Knot, which I still think it is Grass Knot because this team gets boned by Seismitoad. So yeah. This is an interesting game now, though. Now we're actually in an interesting position after the beginning fluff bullshit. So I'm not even really worried now. Now we're actually in an interesting, entertaining part of the game, where they actually have to start making plays. You can see their offensive threats and taking damage. This has become, like, everybody is taking damage. You can see Wish Pass exists on Solwyn's side, but does not exist on McMegan's side, which is probably why he's had to play more passively. That miss is horrible. That shit would have done, if Discharge does 24 and that's 180, that's 80 BP, and Overheat's 130 BP, then we can say that it did about, I don't know, 60% more. So yeah, it probably did upwards to 40%, which is just damage that sucks to not have. He does reveal the taunt here. Now rocks go up, and if you ask me, McMegan literally wins now. He's played it right. He played it great. The zero order is ready to go. The fish is ready to. Oh, and it's sub bulk up. Game over. Game over. What a team. So this team, it looks like it follows the standard framework. No, he's running his favorite set. My boy is running his favorite set. My boy McMegan told me to run this set like 5 months ago when Stall was at its peak. He was like, dude, if you want to beat Stall, you got to run my Corviknight sub taunt bulk up. And I'm like, yeah, nice meme. And he was like, trust me. This man really made a team. T-Spikes Pex, and then Toxic Clef to catch stuff like Rotom. Dude, this is a genius team, bro. And the Whirlpool Fish, which I don't think is a genius tech. I don't think that's that great of a tech. But it's like, it's just cool that all these techs hit together. Yo, McMegan is I told you, bro, he's icy. He brings the techs. He brings the techs every tier. He brings some saucy shit, bro. That edge, like, creative edge is a big deal. Anyway, this is epic. I think we're going to see a Corviknight sweep here. It's gonna happen. Maybe not this turn, but it happens no matter what. This doesn't run Roost. It's sub bulk up Brave Bird. Wait, Ironhead. Sub bulk up Ironhead. Okay. So it can't beat Pex. Wait, no, it does beat Pex still, because you're still taunt. Taunt here on SD or rocks. Yup, dude. This is funny. This is funny. Is it not even? Is it not? Is it to attack? Oh, it's not bulk up. Dude, this is funny. It's PP stall. It's not even. So it is Roost? When McMegan gave me, he didn't give me a team, but he told me to use this way back. He was like, run sub bulk up Roost, sub bulk up no Roost. But it turns out he's okay, well, I don't understand how this set wins. This shit looks pretty bad to me. If it's not bulk up. Man, why does McMegan always got to use this shit? But then, like, there's always something missing. Why couldn't you just bulk up? To be honest, it's not even that bad for him. He's getting good PP stall. That Rotom is at 42, rocks up, and toxic. Can literally never switch in. So my boy put himself in the right spot. All things considered. These techs are crazy. Sub Draco, sub taunt Corv. Probably a fast Corv too. Rhyperior back in, but this set seems to be annoying. He's just gonna rocks again. You gotta taunt. Rock blasts, okay. So rock blast is 11% a hit. Subs again. It's just gonna taunt again and then roost. Dude, oh man, I really thought it was gonna be bulk up roostless. Why is it this? Let's see. I really thought McMegan was gonna win with his funny Corviknight. Like, this is his like set, like that sub bulk up shit I was telling you guys about. But for some reason he's running sub roost, which is really bad. I think, or not bad. It's just like, dude, I wish that this team had tools that didn't take 100 hours. But that's just the makeup of the team. Ironhead's again on Haze. Taunt here. Taunt here, taunt here. Taunt here, taunt here. It's probably, I mean, this is still a pretty good threat. And he knocked off the Pex. McMegan did everything he should have done. Pex, knocked. Rotom, knocked. Rotom, toxic. Like, Dragapult, low. I'm not gonna say he played bad. Throws out some knockoff PP there. Sub comes out here. Yup, yup, yup. Taunt here on Rock Blast. Oh, Stealth Rock. Pex back in on another Iron Head. He has lost 10 Iron Heads, 5 subs, 10 taunts. About to lose another Iron Head, as Solwyn's gonna throw out some knockoffs. Little lost for Solwyn. I feel bad for him that the Dracovish did not. I feel bad for McMegan that the Dracovish didn't kill Pex. Because if Dracovish beat Pex, we would have seen this Corviknight instantly sweep, which is hilarious. But somehow, Even his whirlpool psychic fang set tailor made to defeat this just didn't do it, which sucks. Maybe he got bad rolls with psychic fangs or something. I don't know. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. What is important about turn 96? I'm so hungry. I was hungry for a good Pokemon series, not this. Well, this isn't even that bad. I do think the what the hell? Gunna drops a fresh single ahead of his highly anticipated album Wanna. So here I am watching this when I could be listening to that new Gunna. Anyway, Goater to play by McMegan. Goater to play. He's going for Psychic Fangs here. Sorry, don't blame me. It is what it is, and it was what it was. If he's real, he'll click Psychic Fangs here. Just kidding. Just Vicious Run. Don't even click that Psychic Fang. Don't click that Psychic Fang. There's just no reason to click it. Actually, there is a reason to click it. You're too real. That's the only reason to click it. If you're too real, click Psychic Fangs here, McMegan. Come on, bro. I've had Rise-K the Battle playing on loop. This is probably its 24th time playing since this game started, bro. We're 25 minutes in, bro. Let's go. This Rhyperior was not impressive. He needed to run that weakness policy's chaotic sauce. That's what he really needed. That SD weakness policy be putting shit upside down. Alright, so I'm thinking Solwins is gonna sack. Pex comes in, it comes in at 96%, takes rocks damage, that's 12%, puts it down to 84% upon switching. Fizz just ran at 35, that puts it at 49%. Psychic Fang won't kill the turn after. But if he Psychic Fangs into Psychic Fang, then he gets a kill. Psychic Fang kills everything on the field except for Rhyperior. Everybody else will die to Psychic Fangs. Clef doesn't, but of course it'll die to Fizz the next turn. He actually went for Whirlpool, which I think is a good play. Is MCM just gonna Psychic Fang and sack? I think MCM wins. I think all you click here is Psychic Fangs. 100%. Yup. 100% his play was Psych. Wait, it is pads. It's not even metronome. It's actually the pads bullshit. You gotta be. That's hilarious. It's actually the pads bullshit. So that's for Ferrothorn. Whatever, that sucks. Okay, so that worked out for him, and I think McMegan bagged it up on turn 100. Literally, because now the Corv wins. I don't see the Corv losing. How can it lose? This dies to rocks. Rhyperior will not beat you. Rotom will not beat you. Corv is taunted, slower. Done. Clef, done. There is no win condition for Solwin now. It's over. I would actually be surprised if he got more than one kill now, because the Dracovish should force one kill. But that's it. If I'm MCM, I'm clicking Draco. That man is going to Komodo. I'd go to Komodo if I'm McMegan. Sorry, if I was Solwin, I'd click Draco. Because if I'm MCM, I'm going to Komodo. But maybe he thinks he needs his Komodo. Oh, did you Draco? Specs Hex instead. It's not enough though. I knew his ass is going Komodo. It made too much sense. Specs Hex is good for him though. Too bad that it didn't pan out that way. And that's that. Okay, so we see a double back into Corviknight here on the Clef, not wanting to give up any type of pressure. No type of pressure can be given up. Corv comes in here on the taunt, yes sir, just to stall a little bit of PP out of that taunt, but it won't be enough. No, it won't be enough. Sub comes out here on the Iron Head. Wait a minute. Doesn't McMegan's get outstalled? It only has 5. I feel like you need to go 0 aura here and just win, buddy. Okay, that's pretty good. Maybe he does win this? I don't know. I don't understand the point of trying to kill this Corv. I think you're going to lose this fight, buddy. Like, you have 4 more Iron Heads versus this. What was the point of that? Why couldn't he just taunt and then switch to 0 aura? This 0 aura has to be taunt or some bullshit. It's like taunt knockoff grass. Well, if it was taunt, he would have won with it. I guess it can't touch Rhyperior for real. Okay, dude, how can you not be Calm Mind or like Grass Knot? There's no way you're not Grass Knot. I refuse to believe this isn't Grass Knot. And it's not about to win here. We might see 112 turn 6-0. Super slimy. If we see 110 turn 6-0. It's taunt knockoff, I think. I think this team is taunt spam. Yep, knew it. Knew it. I told you, taunt plasma knockoff Grass Knot. That's what I think his set is. It's done. Just plasma, it's done. Can even knock off again if you really want to. I'd knock off again, personally. He's going into right period. Maybe, let's see. I don't know. I think Sowen's realized at this point it's over. There's like nothing he can do. Did you knock? Don't tell me you fisted. Oh, Toxic? Done. Done, 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 done. Taunt. McMegan is actually so fire. Every single mon on here, except the Pex and the Komodo, has a heat set. That I can respect, because while his team looks standard, this shit is full of epic text. Protect, what's it called? Taunt, Toxic, knockoff, Zero Aura, Goat, Dracovish, Whirlpool sub Corviknight. It's like triple sub T talk. So much toxic abuse on this team. This is a nuts team. This is an awesome team. I'm actually like, this is a cool win. Damn. Really nice the way he got everything to work. Like, damn, everything kind of panned out the way he wanted it. It looks like he played nicely. He played really nicely. Not saying Solon played bad. He didn't play bad either. But McMegan routinely made the plays to put him in the winning situation. He had the right tech with his Dracovish that was like tailored to beating Pex. And once he killed the Pex, this shit got opened up so much easier. I think he should have prioritized that way earlier. But McMegan did everything he needed to do. He knocked off the Clef. He knocked off the Pex with Clef. He took a Rotom Heat out of commission as well. Goes for Corviknight on the Earthquake. Not messing up at all. So this team doesn't have defog, which is interesting. That's really interesting. I don't know how this team beats Ferrothorn. I feel like I would slaughter this team with Ferrothorn. I feel like I would literally slaughter this team with Ferrothorn. But hey. Yeah, I feel like I would slaughter this team with not only Ferrothorn, but also Swords Dance Excadrill. I would 6-0 this team with Swords Dance Excadrill. I would lead off with it and 6-0 this team. Because the Zero Aura doesn't even have close combat. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? If you lead SD Excadrill versus McMegan, I think you just win immediately. What is this team? Because the Corviknight can't touch it. This is slower. This can't touch it. Clef can't touch it. Pex can't kill it. Komodo's like the only one. And Komodo does live, don't get me wrong, but like what? Brother, man, let's go. That was pretty whack. That was pretty whack. I'm not even gonna lie. That was like a confusing situation. The fact that Excadrill really does run up on this team, the way I see it. Corv comes back in on rocks. Oh, his own Corv comes in just to eat the taunt. Yeah, Clang as the sole Exca check is pretty crazy. Considering all the other guys literally just lose. Like they lose. They don't even soft check. Like they lose. Like Zero Aura straight up loses. Pex just loses. Clef gets set up on. Fish loses. Corv gets set up on. I really don't like that. That's the only thing I don't like. I love all his text. I just don't like the extra weakness. That shit looks really bad. Even Ferrothorn looks really weak. But yeah, I trust him to figure out how to play through it. Like the combination of knockoff and residuals. So his last move is Plasma Fist. So knockoff, taunt, toxic, Plasma Fist. Is there a dark electric type Pokemon? Is there a dark electric type Pokemon? Let me look that up. I don't even know. Oops. I'm not trying to upload to PokePaste Mate. Let me see this. I think there is, and I'm just forgetting. Dark. No, man. I wanted the type dark. Electric. Is that shit exist? Morpeko. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I just used him so much. Let's see. This game has been pretty heat, despite being slow as shit in the opening stages. He goes to Corviknight on taunt. Now that was insane. That taunt was insane. And Solwind forfeits because it's done. Now that was an epic game one. Honestly, even with all this boring stuff in the first 40 turns, it was all a positioning game. This was a 6-0. This was a 6-0 victory. And it feels like a 6-0. Even though it looks like it's 6-5, this shit wasn't even close if you ask me. McMegan was so in control. He was so in control. Since the first time that Fish came in on turn 42, I think it was. Sorry, no, maybe not 42. I don't know. Somewhere in the 40s that Fish came in, and then McMegan really started realizing his win. And, like, it was great. It was great. It was great. That was cool. So, that's game 1. Every tech really smashed there. I can't even lie. That was a really entertaining game 1 for me, honestly. You just gotta look past the face value. Let's see. So on to game 2. I'm thinking we're about to see black and white OU. Solwin's favorite. Solwin's favorite. McMegan's very strong though in black and white. Honestly, man, that game was good. I liked it a lot. I liked it quite a bit. I'm really ready for this next game. Like I said, I think my boy Solwin is gonna be picking the black white here. McMegan is the type to bring like Breloom and shit like that. So let's see, like a technician loom. This guy Void said in the chat, the game was so boring at the start when it was just Pex, Clef, Teleport, Knock, Scald. True, it was. But then it took an offensive turn when they realized they had to play to their win cons. Otherwise, you're just playing until like you PP stall to that person. Once they got going, that was a very entertaining game, I must say. So with that, let's see where we're going. Where are my boys at? Like I said, I think Gen 5 is next. I don't think Sorwin would go into Gen 6 first, but maybe he will. Oh, protective pads protects from bunker? Oh, wow. That's what it's for. And helmet Pharaoh. So to be honest, it's not that bad. I knew it beat Pharaoh. I didn't know it beat pads. I mean, it beat Baneful bunker. That's different. Did they start? Nope. Let's see. I'm excited, brother. I'm excited. I need this game. I haven't recorded this weekend. I need this game. I absolutely need this game. Bro, I joined at the end. I see that Clef never. Okay. Yeah, wait. That's something. Wait, if you look back at this game, look at how constricting McMegan played. This Corbinite never defogged. This Clef never wished. And this Rhyperior never set up Stealth Rock. In a 123 turn game, he stopped the Clef from wishing every single time. The Corviknight didn't defog a single time. And the Rhyperior didn't rock. What? There's levels to it. There's levels to it. Remember that. There's levels to it. So they did pick Oras. They didn't pick Black White. Cool. Solwin is bringing a team that has existed since the day Gen 6 was created and Mega Metagross was revealed. I probably have this in my builder, and I used it in Smogon tournament, like the first one I ever played 5 years ago or 4 years ago. I literally do have this team, I'm sure. Maybe I deleted it. What is this called? It's like the Excadrill team, right? Let's see where my Excadrill teams are. Where they at? Where's the one? I have that team, bro. Oh, is this one Medi plus Keld? Except I used to run Metachan because this was before Metagross was even legal. But now they all make them. They all made the Medi Metagross. Solwin has used this team 100 times. If I go through his replays, he's used it. He's used it 100% if I go through them. I know he's used it. So I'm actually about to go through just to see, because I know for a fact he's used this team so many times in tournaments. It's like his favorite Gen 6 team after the stall. That's all he runs. Altaria, stall, or this. Yeah, his fourth most recent replay in Gen 6 is him using this exact team. So from what I can tell, the sets on there were Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash, Zen Headbutt, Ice Punch, Metagross. And then the rest of the stuff is just standard. Only the Metagross is really the important thing to break down. But he brought that into playoffs before. I know. You don't really see many games on Solwin's account unless they're you don't really see many games on Solwin's account unless they're for official tournament. He hides most of his games. Same with McMegan. But it's definitely Megaladios as we see a Hurricane turn 1 into a Confusion, into a Recover. Megalodius looks like it's the new tech. McMegan's balance looks very gross. First Soulwind to defeat. I think this Jellicent is going to destroy him. But don't sleep. HP Grass Keldeo with a little help from Will-O-Wisp Rotom / knockoff Tornadus can be very good here. We see 2 recovers. I don't really get it. I think this is Calm Mind max speed. I think this is a Calm Mind Latios, Mega Latios with max speed. Potentially max HP as well. Nope, it's Thunder Wave. Well, I think it's max HP because that Hurricane did 32%, which just doesn't sound right. That just doesn't sound like a real damage output. Scorvul comes in here and on the Thunder Wave. Damn, what if he Thunder Waved? You can't get greedy. Sometimes, if he Thunder Waved that Lottie there, that was probably really nice for that Rotom. Maybe, I don't know. That sucked though. I'm sure he didn't want that. Rotom comes in here on knockoff. Damn, McMegan stays bringing these tools, man. Whole lot of knockoff, whole lot of toxic, whole lot of residuals, and then he plays in a very constricting method. You look back to last game, you can even compare it off the rip. Oh wow, that's really tough. That's really tough. Nevertheless, knockoff Taunt Gliscor obliterates this team. So that's something to think about. Metagross is in now. I don't think it's Hammer Arm. I'd stay in and Toxic again. I said it late. It made it look like I said it as I saw the Torn, but I knew he was switching. Yeah, tough Toxic miss, but it is what it is. Honestly, this Gliscor does look to be a big threat. I have a team similar to this, I think. It's like my closest team that's similar. I don't know. Knocks off into Metagross, takes the chip, and dies to Ice Punch. Great play, McMegan. Great job, so when he gets his kill, very instant sack of the Gliscor. So McMegan tries to make a very quick prediction there, expecting Soulwind to make an aggressive read. That was bad by McMegan. I don't know why he got hot. I don't know why he got hot. Why did he decide that? Knock off back, drop the AV, okay. Let's see. You turn out, take some Barb's chip. Understandable. Clefable comes back in on a Leech Seed. Bro, let's speed this up. I wish either of these guys had like a better Mon. Soulwind has Metagross, which should surgically remove everybody here. But we have to wait. But Soulwind should surgically remove every single Mon with Metagross. Because that Ferrothorn's low. And it's scared out here, right? Hurricane is so free here. So free. It's beyond free. Alright, so we see a third spike go up. Heatran comes in here on a full para. Not sure what this clicked. It probably went for Thunder Wave. This is subbing, I bet. As this guy's teams have been pretty tough. Unless this is Rocks. Probably is Rocks. No cap. What's Soulwind going to? Just taunts. Okay. I mean, McMegan just taunts. Now what? Lava Plume is hella free. That Rotom got toxic, it was a wrap. But now Rocks go up? Okay. It's Scarf Rotom. No, it's left. Sorry, I got knocked off. This isn't even a good spot for McMegan. It's not a great spot for Soulwind either, though. Soulwind probably wishes he had a Gliscor or something that could soak up all of this annoying shit. Because his Clef is paralyzed and it doesn't beat Heatran, so it's not really good. For as far as status absorbers go, he probably had way better choices. Hydro Pump comes out there, does 52% on a Lava Plume of McMegan's own. Gets the burn, definitely deserved after a toxic miss. That's going to certainly help a lot. Yeah, 12% burn because the fact that there's no leftovers really helps. So the fact that he missed toxic is almost negated. Just 3 turns of toxic is the same as 3 turns of burn, so it's okay. He got out of here alive, I think. What's McMegan gonna do here? If I'm him, I think I just bring in my Rotom. I mean, not my Rotom, my Latios. I know that Metagross can come in, but is that Metagross really gonna come in and take 31%? And then also, I sack my Ferrothorn, forcing him to die, and then Jellicent sweeps. Taunt Jellicent sweeps this game. I don't know if y'all noticed, but Taunt Jellicent looks really primed to win. Stays in on the Pain Split. A great play. Plumes again. Really great play by McMegan there. Predicting the Pain Split. Maybe even predicting a Volt Switch or a double of some sort. Great play. I didn't think he'd Hydro. I thought he might Volt Switch. But McMegan makes a good play, staying in. He knows how he needs to play. This just reminds me of when I used to play Smoke on Tour, how surgically you have to play sometimes. Like, you can look at this game and be like, oh, he's sagging his Heatran, what is he doing? But he's tunneled in on how he needs to win. In his mind, he doesn't care about the Heatran. To him, it's kill this Rotom, win with Jellicent. That's what he's thinking right now. So that's just the way he's looking at it. Honestly, it looks pretty good for him. Now he's going to get a Protect. Rotom's going to go to 12%. Hydro won't even be able to kill the next turn. Now both these guys are doing time, taking time. Let's go, G's. Let's go, please. Please, brothers. Give me salvation by allowing me to see the conclusion of this series. So McMegan is now probably doing some calcs, wondering who can take this hit. But I think it's pretty clear to him that he has some options here. I don't know who he wants to go into. He doesn't want to bring in Clef, right? Because if he gets Volt Switched on Clef, it's like, oh man, I just got spun on by Extra Drill. Nobody wants that. For that reason, he could Protect too, just to get as much as he can out of his hazards and this residuals, like burns and stuff like that. So that's something to definitely take into account. Protect comes out here on the next Hydro Pump, so it took like 2 minutes for them to make the same plays they made 2 turns before. Okay. We're gonna see. Do you sack the Chan? I don't think so. I don't think you go Clef particularly though either. But if you Volt Switch here into Lava Plume, you literally lose. So, wow. And he stays in again on Pain Split, Plumes again, and effectively kills the Rotom in that 1v1. The Rotom's not dead, and it can always spin in Pain Split, but the odds of that happening are pretty low if you ask me. I don't think someone's going to be able to get all the perfect plays right and pull that off. That's what I think. That's my hot take. It's my hot take. We see a knockoff here as a Plume comes out. McMegan seems to be wanting to get a kill, which I totally agree with. Get your kill. Get your kill. Chip everything. Put yourself in the position where the Clef wins in due time. Taunt on Moonblast. Lava Plume spam 3 times. This isn't the best spot for Soulwind either. That Clef is, that Keld is going to end up being at 50% the way you're playing. So he sacks the Rotom here. See, that's what I meant. There was no way that Rotom was ever getting a chance to not only see hazards removed, but also to recover. There was just an impossible chance of that happening. So this comes in and it's unfortunately Scarfed, which is like the worst thing you could have versus a team with Protect Heatran. Actually, it could be worse, considering he sacked his Gliscor for no reason. Jellicent comes in on Earthquake. It does 41%, and it's Lefty's Drill. Okay, it's not even Scarf Drill, Lefty's Drill. Cool. Earthquake's again going for the crit, 100% what his play was. If he crit there, he likely won on the spot. So I don't disagree with that play. He probably loses though. I don't know if you guys see, but Scald just sweeps in combination with Taunt. Similarly, Hex can sweep. The move doesn't matter. As long as this has Taunt, this is a done game. I have so many teams like Mega Megans I used to use back in the day. So many teams. I used to really have a big Jellicent fetish. Like, this was one of my favorites. I used to get mad wins with this versus any type of wall breaker. Jellison was one of my faves. Shout out CBB. Like, this is a team that follows a similar framework. But it looks tough, man. It looks like Solman's going home. It looks like McMegan is about to do the dash on him. But that, I'm not going to speak preemptively. Toxic could come out here. Well, he would have Toxic that. No, he would have. He still should have gone for crit that turn. But we're back on another long turn, a long decision-making turn for Solman. Clef comes in here on the recover. Okay, let's see this taunt. It's got to be taunt. I don't see any other. Yup, GG. Taunt comes out here, but that looks like a whole wrap. Even Clef moonblasting away, going for special attack drops. It cannot save this. Yeah, going for special attack drops won't save this. At the end of the day, the whole team does get PP stalled. That's the reality of it. The Clef getting paralyzed is probably better for Solman. Because, like, now this shit can't even hurt him. I mean, he can't lose PP from Moonblast. This is kind of annoying for McMegan. He has no way to kill Clef. This is why he needed to keep that taunt knock off Gliscor. So he can knock off that shit's leftovers at some point. He fumbled the bag by sacking that to Ice Punch. But I guess he just wanted to get a feel of how Solman was playing, which I kind of understand, but like not really. So what's he doing? What's he doing, McMegan? What you doing? Alright, so in comes this. Full para. Knockoff? Absolutely. Absolutely knockoff. Right? How can this be won by Solman? Knockoff is going to kill this. Because once it loses leftovers, it is for sure shot out by Jellison. This is a game over, brothers. It's done. The day Whirlpool Dracovish and Sub Roost Taunt Corviknight won the playoffs round 1. Dude, McMegan is such a threat. How can you run this and win? The audacity of man. The audacity of this man. And then this Jellison balance, he played great too. Quick work. Even sacking his Gliscor, he made quick work with his moves. The way he got up the hazards, the way he prioritized the Mons like Jellison to late game sweep. That's why he sent out Heatran. That's why he maybe played a little bit more aggressively with Gliscor. Even saving Latios turn 1 to Thunderwave Clef. He probably saw in the back of his head, okay, this Jellison win con looks good. And even I said that at preview. I was like, damn, Jellison's looking good. If someone had a Metacham over Metagross, maybe he could have done more. But hard to even say because the Jellison's there to absorb HJK. Maybe Zen Headbutt would have been good. But he's taking a minute here, probably trying to realize if he even has a way to go. But it looks very done. Let's see. Taking the time. 5-minute timer. Showing why it should be 2 minutes. Yeah, I think the most you need for Mons is 90. You can have 150 seconds max, and then after that it should be 90 seconds after the first few turns. Sorry. I mean, like, yeah, maybe 90 is too little, but 5 is so stupid. This is, like, disgusting. 5 minutes for this? Are you kidding me? Dude, McMegan's clicking knockoff, dude. Like, it's 1,000%. And I know he's trying to figure out every future scenario. Like, oh, okay, well, I know I'm getting knocked off, but can I still win? But I don't even think that's possible. I don't even think that's possible. Let's go, McMegan. I think knockoff's coming here. Solman has to sack, and then we just sit there. Tone comes in on knock. Barely tanks, which is nice for him. He's just going to switch out here, right? Damn. He has everything. This Pharaoh is crazy. Spikes, knock, leech, protect. Like, that's crazy. Drill comes in here, but to no avail. To no avail. He's going to go for the spin, I think. If he gets knocked off here, it's a GG. I don't even think Solman needs the hazards up to win anymore, bro. Just sack your Pharaoh. And knock this crap off, I think. Or Leech even, if you really want to. Leech solves the same thing. But he still goes into his Jellison. I guess he does want to keep the hazards up. I don't really understand that play. I feel like Leech was very, very free there. Or knockoff. You don't need hazards up for Jellison to sweep. But switching it hard into EQ can risk you getting swept by Dro. Never mind. Wait, this set is whack. It's no wisp? Wow. It's no wisp. That's weird. I've actually never seen that before. No wisp. I've never seen that before in my life, actually. They always run some hazard, some status. Hex, taunt, wisp, recover, cobra. I have a team with protected jelly. I usually run cobra wisp or hex, taunt, wisp. Yeah. What is this one? Scald. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They all need willow. The fact that you got people out here running teams with, no, this one I think has protect. Yeah, see, this one has protect. This is the set I ran on that. Clef on that, Moonblast on that, knock off does get its kill now. There's nothing that can stop that from happening. Get its kill as in Clef lose its leftovers, which means Jellicent will win. Game over. Finally, we stop wasting time. This shit's done. Heatran just comes in here. Doesn't even matter who comes in here. Even the Clef is in the back ready to sweep. Like Mecha Megans. That Metagross is at 40%. And it's just going to kill itself, killing Ferrothorn. That Metagross could win, actually. If it's Earthquake, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, and it crits Lottie and it crits Jellicent. But maybe it doesn't have to crit. Maybe it can Ice Punch, Freeze, Thunder Punch, Full Para. All that stuff exists. All those odds exist. So speaking of the Clef, he finally brings it in. That's what I was wondering. Yup, so like I said, I knew he had the Calm Mind Clef in the back. It's very obvious. He had some type of thing to deal with opposing Clef. Because how would McMegan beat an opposing Calm Mind Clef? You can't taunt it and then just win that way. Let's see a full para here. Yup, figured. I figured you'd need a full para so that my boy Solman has a little chance. You know, we need a little plot armor in there. He's just going to EQ again into Jellicent. But as long as Protect is there too, it's very hard to muscle past this. No crit. Gets recovered on. He's really trying his best. If he gets a crit there, it would have been good. But we're back to square one now. Another recover comes out. Yes, sir. Clef is back to full HP. A little taunt action right here. And then... oh, Clef is back in. Okay. Moonblast is 20. Oh, it's Life Orb Calm Mind. Okay. Goes hard into drill again. Continues to take the hazards. That's why he didn't want to remove the hazards. Soft boats up again. Literally going back into Jellicent. Yep. But at this point, it's very clear. Now I understand why he wanted to keep those spikes up. Goes for Protect there, expecting the driller to stay in. Cool play. Clef comes in here on recover. He is down to 9 recovers, but again, the drill has taken substantial amounts of damage. You go back into Clef here. Like, what do you do? Okay, he just scalds. That's what I'm saying. Just scald. There's no lefties on this. Just win already with this. Just win already with Jellicent. There's nothing to think about. Special attack drops don't matter. Nothing matters as long as this dies. You get a free recover here. It's so over. It's so over. The only way for Solwyn to win is by going hard Metagross and hacking through with a combination of Zen Headbutt and Ice Punch. And he also needs Earthquake to take out Ferrothorn without taking shit. But he sacks the Clef here, what we all expected. Gets a free recover at that range. Can still continue to taunt. This Clef will lose the Moonblast before it does any real damage to Jellicent. Gross finally comes in on taunt, keeping this at 90%. It's gonna just protect though, so like... what's this Metagross to do? I already saw when I was looking up Solman's team that the Metagross set is like Zen Headbutt, Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch, Ice Punch. Yeah. I don't think it can kill this without a contact move. That's a Spadef Ferrothorn, I think. Yeah, he goes for Mash, Attack Raise. He could win. If he crits Lottie with Mash, he wins. So, I mean, there is that. If he crits Lottie with Mash, he wins. If he flinches Jellicent, he wins. But both of those need to come true. which is unlikely. You know what's crazy? SD Drill still swept this team because this isn't even Wisp. I mean, it swept these 4. And it comes in and just kills with Earthquake. Speed tie, Ice Punch didn't kill. He didn't need this healthy either. He just needed it to trade with Metagross. Ice Punch would have done upwards of 80 something, but it lived very easily. It lived. 100% it lived. Speed tie didn't matter. Speed tie did not matter. It lived. Now it's completely over. The Lottie just sweeps. Keld's dead. Exka's dead. Clef's dead. That's a whole wrap. A 1 hour video. Just anything ever not go in your favor. Damn. I mean, he eats anyway. That shit doesn't even kill. Ice Punch can't kill that. That's gonna be that. That's gonna be the series. Yeah, 1 hour on the dot. Pretty close series. 2-0 in Mega Megan's favor, but he had this shit under control since the beginning. I feel like, honestly, from the beginning of the first game, even this game was hella in control. So that's gonna be that. Mega Megan moves on to the quarterfinals. I was impressed with this series, despite it being boring and looking like a bunch of positioning. I can respect these games too, even if they're not as visually appealing. I thought this was a good series, especially game 1. This was boring. This was boring, and I knew Megan won turn 1. This shit was boring, but last game was really fun. So whatever. Just Thunder Waves here. Scald, Specs, right? Yeah, game over. So Lottie probably has the last move. Yeah, GG. So that's gonna be that. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope you got, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming later tonight, probably uploading it. I don't know if I'll upload twice today, but definitely leave a like if you enjoyed. You stayed around for the whole hour. Definitely sub, because if you're not subbed, what you're doing, you flex, I flex. Peace.